Alright, here he is. So this little fella has been through a lot. Well, look at the pond going in at his house. But that right there is something he can go into. Alright, Canon, what are your thoughts? Alright, here he is. Mr. Cherryhead / Yellowfoot, Redfoot. We don't know exactly what it is. But I guess we'll figure that out once we get to Kenon's. He's got, as you can see, is anyone got a light?
If you look on the bottom, look. It goes from here all the way around. So it's already healed some.
It cuts, and like,
crazy. It was like...
And how long ago did you find it?
I found him on Wednesday.
Wednesday. So you had it for 2 days and it's already healed a little bit. And right now it's just got the rubber band and a little bandage under it. So like, he doesn't know whether a raccoon got it or got hit by a car, or to be honest, we actually don't know. So this little fella has been through a lot, been through a decent amount of stuff. Our main goal today is to rescue this, to bring this little guy back to full potential. And in order to do that, we just bring him to Camp Canon's house. Camp Canon has a million of these things, not a million, but a lot of tortoises in general, and he knows every little speck and detail. Without further ado, I'm gonna catch up with you at the house when we make a little enclosure here until the morning when we can bring it to Canon's house, because right now it is dark outside. I said to Canon, hey, my buddy's got a tortoise that's not doing so well. Would you mind at least looking into it? And he's got no problem doing so. So we're gonna bring it to his place and we're gonna get all the details, information, and what he thinks is actually wrong or happened to this tortoise. Back home with our bin. I got the tortoise right here. This is just, like I said, overnight until we can go to Kenon's tomorrow morning. It's elevated off the ground so that the pigs don't get them. I got a piece of cardboard here, and I made it into like a little hut because I don't have a hut, and I figured, knowing reptiles, they're gonna like something to hide in. He's already going right towards it. But that right there is something he can go into. I have a water bowl, which is just gonna go right in the corner here. I'm gonna bury it. Look at, there he goes into the darkness already. I'm gonna put some water inside this little piece of plastic right here, as in a water bowl. I have a lamp just in case, but it is pretty humid in this room, let alone because of the fish tanks, and it's only overnight. It's not like this is a permanent enclosure. So I don't believe I'm gonna use this. I'll put it to the side though, just in case, and that stick goes with that. So just in case we have that, but look at that, he's already went in. I just put that there 5 seconds ago, and but he's in his little home. This is his enclosure for the night though. I'm going to put some water in this right now. And there we go. Our tortoise has water for the night. And it's a decent amount of water, so we're good. I'm gonna turn the lights off in here and I will see you in the morning. All right, Canon, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know what? This little Redfoot looks like something kind of compacted right down here, because this looks like the break point. There's a crack coming here and a crack down there, and if we flip him over, he's got a stress fracture here. So the thing you got to understand about tortoises is their shell, turtles and tortoises, their shell is part of their skeleton. It's actually their rib cage. The carapace or top is actually the rib cage, and it's spread out and fused together. And basically each one of these little plates is called a scute, and then there are corresponding bones to the scute. The outside of the shell is made of keratin, just like our fingernails. The inside's bone. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you a cherryhead tortoise that I have, and you can see kind of how they heal. And we'll even go over by some of the sulcatas, just so you guys can get an idea as to how these animals heal. Usually an impact like this can heal on its own. Like what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some triple antibiotic on them and just keep them separated so nothing really hurts them or moves on them. I was watching video of this little guy eating, so that's a good sign. Even after that kind of trauma, he's eating. It's very important to make sure that they get their nutrition. These are my cherry heads. They're basically the same as the one you have, and you can kind of see this tortoise right here had some kind of injury to its scute. So what happened is the scute popped off. Now what happens with an injury to the bone is turtles heal from the inside out. You see, so they'll get new tissue. He's going to grow new bone tissue, and it's going to seal. And what's going to happen is it's going to heal over a long period of time from the inside out. And eventually this will pop off. And once that pops off, it'll be new growth. It will never be as pretty, but it'll be just as strong as an old shell. Just like a human being, when we break a bone, the site where our bone broke over-calcifies. The calcium goes there and really overdoes the repair. Same thing with the tortoises. Let's see if we can find...
So this is one of them?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, these are cherry heads. They keep the red head their whole life. This one is like the Redfoots, which is over...
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All the way over there.
But they're essentially the same. You want me to hold it?
Yeah.
They're essentially the same tortoise. So what's good about this is we can keep this little guy inside, keep him fed, keep his weight up, and just wait It's just time. This isn't so bad. Now, sometimes if it were beyond my skill, I'd bring it to the vet. You should always bring your animal to the vet if it's something that you aren't sure you can handle. Sometimes they'll use braces wiring for your mouth, and they'll kind of put the scoots back together, and I've seen some really horrific shell injuries get repaired. Other times you can use fiberglass, all kinds of things. But what's important is, because they heal from the inside out, you want to make sure you don't cover it, because if you cover it, it'll trap in some bacteria and an infection can set in. But I like the way this looks. Doesn't look infected.
It looks like it's like kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll
drying
seal up.
together.
All right, but let's see if we can find, I know I had a tortoise that had this one right here. This gal right here. She's an old tortoise, and if you look at the back, like, look at this. This was old dead bone. You see that? That's dead bone, and it's popped out, and now look, that's the new growth. It's not as pretty, but it's definitely hard. Now back here, this is an extremely old tortoise. This is okay. Something damaged her right there, but who knows? It could have been a lion in Africa, because this animal was imported in 1977 as a full-grown tortoise. Is that incredible?
So who knows what that could have been?
It could have been a leopard, anything, nibbled on the edge of that shell. But she's been healing over that course. It's what is that, 40-something years? That's pretty intense. So these animals, as long as it's not a major catastrophic injury, they're really awesome, because they are survivors. We love tortoises. So I'll doctor it up, man. I'll be sure to give you guys an update, and you can get an update on my channel too.
Go to Camp Kenon's channel and
there, looks
gosh darn it. Go to his channel and you can check out further videos, because you're going to make some videos on that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so he'll be making videos on this exact tortoise right here. We don't have a name for it just yet, but Crush is a pretty good name. Anyway, can we go check out the big ones of this?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Let's
yeah,
go
I
see
just want to show them.
Yeah, no worries. It's not a species that's native to Florida. This is a species native to Central and South America. So basically, it's someone's pet that got away. They were doing a good job with it. It's been raised up nice, got nice growth. But probably, you know what happened? Probably just went behind someone's car. They were backing out, didn't even see the little guy, and they caught just the edge of him, and he kind of wasn't hurt enough to scurry away, and someone else found him. But let me show you what the adults look like. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, John said he lost 5 of these out of his house. They escaped from the bigger ones digging a hole, and then he found that one in that condition.
Oh, so, get out of here.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible that this tortoise has been living in the backyard or living in the neighborhood unseen.
Yeah.
Because we have such an agreeable climate. Here is an adult. That's an adult female coming the way. There's a bunch of them in here, man. These guys are awesome. In fact, if we stand here and stomp our feet, you're gonna see a bunch of tortoises. Crazy.
Oh my. Hello, buddies. What's going on, fellas?
So they're pretty rad. Once they know I'm here, they want to come out and get fed. So the goal is to get this guy raised up, and we can introduce him into this enclosure.
Yeah, and then he'll live
happily
here. So John, I know you're watching. Right here will be his home with a lot of other ones. All right, so for all those who are curious, John, for you, good to go. Good to go in the great hands of Camp Kenon's camp here. Oh wow, I just showed you a wreck pond.
That's okay.
Sorry, all right, well, look at the pond going in at his house. Anyway, the tortoise is doing good. I'm gonna throw you back to my house where I'll close this video off. Alrighty, holy bright, but we are back home. There's Little Bass down there. Big Thumper over there. Gar right there. Water's really high. We got finally got some rain out here. Turtle is literally in the mulch. But I have got today's positive comment shout out, and that goes out to, let's see. Dillip is, I believe, how you pronounce that. Keep making videos and make us entertained, I think is what he meant. Anyway, thank you, and thanks to all those who do support me in the comments. Once again, if you want to win a positive comment shout out and have your comment in one of these upcoming videos, I say it every video for a reason. I want to, do as much as I can to give back to the audience, and I know y'all love being in the videos. So, just comment something positive down below. I try to get to as many as I can. I should start doing 2 a video because so many people do it now. But yeah, comment down below and you could be in one of these upcoming videos. If you have not done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit it with your fist. Make sure not to crack your screen because that wouldn't be good. But we're almost at 1 million subscribers, and I can't even believe the Cuffaros have grown that much. It blows my mind. Anyway, the tortoise is doing just fine at Kenon's. It's the next day actually as I'm filming this outro right